The officials are ready, the fighters are in the ring, and they are ready. Fight fans, are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Seconds out, first round.
Officially for the Commonwealth and the vacant British title. But an awful lot on the line personally for these two as well. Whyte says he wants to expose Joshua as a fake. Joshua wants revenge for that defeat in the amateurs. And they've certainly come out fast, and Whyte is certainly setting his stall out here. And if he does land one of those big, wide swinging hooks of his, let's see what happens. But at the moment, Joshua very watchful.
I was like that Whyte came out jabbing, and we get to see,
Joshua nails him with a left hand. Whyte in trouble already. The legs looked a little bit unsteady for a moment there. It was the left hook that did it.
He's too reckless. He's got to take it to Joshua, but you've got to think what you're doing. He's not thinking enough. He's far too reckless, Whyte.
I think he came out jabbing. He was looking to establish the jab, but Joshua's now caught him. And we'll see how his mentality changes.
Again, it was the left. Then a right comes through. Joshua sticks his tongue out at Whyte. Whyte in survival mode here already. The legs don't look good at all. And Joshua just grins at him. And Whyte is starting to come apart here already.
Whyte's got a hold. Whyte's got a hold. He's got a hold.
He's not doing it. He can't do it. He's still got nearly 45 seconds to get through here. Big swing and a miss from Whyte. Nice uppercut ripping in there. Whyte showing he's got a chin and a heart. But he can't fight like this for much longer. Can he even get through the first round?
Joshua's got a big smile on his face as he walks him down.
Can't miss him, can he? Whyte just swinging and hoping, and Joshua smirking at him with contempt.
Joshua is just in a different level from Whyte, and there's no getting away from that.
Itself will be an achievement.
It seems like he's got cleared some of the cobwebs. Out of the round.
Okay. Well, that was Joshua hitting after the bell, and Whyte not having any of it. Whyte's lost control. Whyte has lost control completely. And what's happening here? Everybody's in the ring. Everybody.
I hope Whyte doesn't want to get disqualified. He's a boxer. He knows discipline is required, and he threw several punches after the bell. Don't tell me that he wants to be disqualified.
Well, Jonathan Banks has separated him, but some of his entourage, who we've never seen before, flew into that ring. And Banks is taking him by the hand and sitting him back down. Goodness knows who those guys were.
I don't know if this many guys are allowed in the ring, right?
They're not.
Under normal rules, somebody should be disqualified here.
Listen, he was hit after the bell. There's no question about that. He reacted to that. You can't blame him. But he should not have continued to react to it. He would still be throwing punches at Joshua now if they hadn't pulled him away.
What happened, don't forget. So, round two then of this 12-rounder. Of a fight that had plenty of nastiness attached to it already. And it spilled out there after the bell. Joshua.
He's got to get off the ropes right now. You don't want to be there with Anthony Joshua.
Whyte trying to do just that. Joshua, big right uppercut, followed up with a straight left. The legs wobbled again. And again, Dillian Whyte threatening to unravel here. But Joshua's picking him off as the guard drops a solid, crunching right hook. Whyte can certainly take a punch.
Oh, he hurt him.
And he shook Joshua. He shook Joshua.
Joshua's hurt.
Joshua's in big trouble. Massive turnaround here. Whyte going for it.
Whyte's got to be careful not to punch himself out, though.
This is what I mean, Tommy. You've got to use your own power when you're fighting a man who's untested. Test his chin out, and Whyte's done that.
Big right hand from Whyte.
He was like a wounded animal. Back to the ropes. He had nowhere to go. Nothing to do except fight, and he threw a big shot.
And it landed. It was all or nothing. And Joshua, for the first time in his career as a professional, shaken. And he's breathing hard again after that body shot.
That was a nice body shot by
It really was.
They don't call him the body snatcher for nothing, I guess.
In this situation before, he's never had to fight. He's having to fight tonight.
Yeah, you don't want to lose control. Get on the jab. Do what got you here. Do what won you that Olympic gold medal.
And he's been hurt tonight. There's another one of those body shots that Whyte got him with earlier. They've both been shaken, and they've both gritted their teeth and dug it out. What a round this has been. Joshua not looking good on his legs at all, and Whyte continuing to work the body.
Good body shots by Whyte.
It really
Great comeback
was.
round by Dillian Whyte, I gotta say.
Got right out of his face. No grinning and leering now. This became hard work in that last round for Anthony Joshua.
Joshua's gotten on the jab here. Let's see, you want to see him just be rhythmic with it. Use that jab, use the feints with it. The way Whyte was actually doing.
Paulie, I think Joshua came out for the second round thinking the job was done. And it wasn't done, and he got himself in trouble.
Yeah, absolutely.
Concentration is so important here, especially in the heavyweight division.
Joshua busy. He's not able to set up his own offense if he's being jabbed at, and he's got to be defensive on the jab.
Again, a look downstairs from Dillian Whyte.
Nice
Joshua
body
looks
shot
for
from
the
Joshua.
response, though. He gets it. Decent straight jab from Joshua as well. But Whyte grits his teeth, soaks it up. He's really in this thing. Already the longest fight Anthony Joshua's been in.
Yeah, and what a fight it's been. He's having to fight for survival every second. A terrific effort from Whyte.
And Jonathan Banks very animated in the Whyte corner.
Just too stiff, Jim. He's too stiff with his, even when he throws that jab. Anthony Joshua's just a bit too stiff.
Anthony Joshua has never been here. Dillian Whyte has once. Solid left hand to start with from Joshua.
I think with the power that Joshua has, it's more important for Whyte to remain disciplined on his game plan. When you have the kind of power Joshua has, sometimes you can stray from the plan, although you'd like to see him stay disciplined. But Whyte has to stay disciplined all the time.
Joshua's timing his punches much better in this round. His timing was pretty non-existent in the previous round, but this is better.
But he still hasn't got rid of Whyte. Whyte is still nipping away at him.
I like what Whyte just did there. He didn't throw a punch, but he stepped into Joshua's chest.
Better again from Joshua. But again, Whyte soaks it up straight back in front of him. Did you see that? Right back in his face.
Yeah, he doesn't want to give up that mental edge. Psychology of a fight, so important.
Well, Whyte hasn't gone as far as proving Joshua's a fake yet. Not at all. Again, a slip from the legs as Joshua landed again. But again, Whyte bouncing straight back at him.
Whyte's taking the punches better now.
Exactly, yeah, these are the punches that Joshua's been knocking people out with. Whyte's taking them, and he's still in there and coming back.
That's what I mean. That can play the mind games too. You can see what, you can see what kind of reactions you get from Anthony Joshua.
Don't forget, Paulie, in a few seconds, Dillian Whyte's going into uncharted territory too.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well,
Yeah.
New territory for both of them.
Again, we'd hear that tonight. Not many. The bookies were convinced it was a Joshua win inside 4. All the ringside experts, their bets have gone up in smoke. Interesting what Carl Froch said earlier when he said he talked to Anthony Joshua and got the sense that AJ wanted some rounds, but I'm sure Carl would agree he didn't want them quite like this. This is torrid, this is tough, and it's draining, and it's Whyte still on the offensive and still scoring.
Maintain a game plan and be smart.
That's much better again from Joshua. Terrific counters. But certainly the notion that he can blast his way through Dillian Whyte has gone. He's having to pick his shots, and he's doing just that. This is a really good round for Joshua.
Yeah, he's timing his punches so much better than a couple of rounds ago. This is a real good job he's doing now.
You can tell from his body language that he's released the fact that he was looking for a knockout, and he's just trying to be technical. He's trying to win the rounds and see if it leads to a knockout later in the fight.
Joe he's putting up here.
Yeah, well, this is the kind of fight that's testing both guys mentally, but I think both guys will become better fighters off of an experience like tonight.
Well, I thought it'd be all over in 2. I'm not alone. And who would have believed this? Round 6. Anthony Joshua has weathered a storm. He's landed some terrific shots on Dillian Whyte. Whyte has soaked it all up.
And the jab and throwing the left hook, but Joshua was smart enough to catch it.
That accuracy and that hand speed are back for Joshua now. These combinations are ripping through Dillian Whyte's defenses. Again, Whyte soaking it all up.
Now these were just kind of arm punches that Whyte was throwing there. I think he's really feeling the pace. Huge effort. I think the body shots have knocked some out of him as well. Oh, terrific. Needs a few more of those.
But Joshua took that one really well. No distress flares went up when that right hand landed.
He's made a name for himself tonight, no matter how this fight ends.
Tag there with a beautiful right hand counter. And again, Joshua can't shift him. And then a switch from body to head again from Joshua. What a good fight this is. Way, way better than any of us were expecting, let's be honest. Believe this, yeah. Do not adjust your set. Round 7. We never ask for a scorecard from Jim Watt when Anthony Joshua is working.
And we're only halfway through.
It's actually not accurate, my scorecard. I actually have given Whyte 2 rounds. I think we'll need to adjust that. I'll give Whyte, obviously, the round where he hurt the
got him.
Terrific.
Finally got him. Is this the breakthrough? Whyte looking to hold on.
This time he is holding, unlike he did in round 1.
Rocked by that big right hand. Joshua looking to size him up. Gets another right hand through. Whyte looking to try and hold. Lands a right hand of his own. Terrific response again from Whyte.
He's in shape. I tell you, to get through all this stuff, he's in shape.
Incredible that Whyte is still there. Joshua not letting him off the hook. Howard Foster having a close look now.
But as long as Whyte returns fire once in a while,
which he is doing,
Foster
but look at the
can't
legs.
stop it.
There's a grin from Whyte, but the legs are betraying him, and down he goes.
He's hurt. The way he went down.
Surely no way up here for Dillian Whyte. It's stopped. It's over. Dramatic and unbelievable at the finish. Joshua asked a lot of questions tonight. Came up with the answer when it mattered, and it was a brutal finish.
I think Whyte's still trying to get up.
Whyte's still in some distress.
I think he thinks the fight's still going on. He's trying to beat the count or something.
They've got the paramedics in there with the oxygen.
I think it's just the fighter's pride. He doesn't want to be on the floor. Of course, let me stay on the floor. Well,
no harm again. Let's have another look at the finish. It was clinical.
A shot that it was a right hand from the side as opposed to the 1-2 straight right hand, so that kind of surprised Whyte.
And it caught him in the temple as well, and quite often that's the punch. The toughest guys you've ever seen get caught there, and it scrambles their brains.
But you see, it's an unorthodox shot. Usually the right hand comes straight. He throws it from around the side, and he kind of shocked Whyte. He didn't see it coming.
Yeah, but that's the same punch in the jaw. It might drop you. If it doesn't, you can recover from it quickly. But the side of the head there, it just scrambles your brains, and you don't recover from it, and he never got the chance to recover from it.
Yep.
Full credit the way he coped with it. He grabbed hold, he ducked, he dived. Then when the time was right, he tried to throw back. But by that point, in an exhausting fight, I think it had been knocked out of him. And there's the finisher. Terrific uppercut.
You knew there was no way back from that.
Yeah, you could tell the way he went down. He was lifeless.
Right in front of us as well. It was a wicked shot to finish with. A lot of pent-up frustration in that uppercut. And it just destroyed Dillian Whyte.